Welcome to MassEdit for Google Docs, the bulk find and replace tool that saves you hours of manual editing. In this video, I'll show you exactly how MassEdit works and how it uses your Google account data. Let's start from the beginning. When you first visit MassEdit, you'll create an account using your email address and a secure password. I'm going to go ahead and click on Get Started for Free button right at the homepage of our website. MassEdit uses its own authentication system. Your MassEdit account is separate from your Google account. This gives you full control over your data. I filled in some information for my user ID, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Create Account. For added security, we use two-factor authentication using any authenticator app that you can download and install on your phone for free. In this example, I'm using the Google Authenticator app on my phone to scan the QR code and enter the 6-digit code. And then I'm going to click Verify and Enable. The login process at this point displays a bunch of security codes. I recommend that you save them if you need to recover your login. I'm just going to go ahead and click on Continue to App. Once logged in, you'll need to connect your Google account to access your documents. Click the Connect Google Account button. First, I need to choose an account that I want to connect. So I'm going to go ahead and click on My Account. The next Google page is requesting you to sign into our app, which is the MassEdit, and you just click Continue here. Notice that MassEdit is requesting permission to view your Google Drive files. This allows you to browse and select which documents to edit. We can only see file names and folder structure. We cannot modify your drive organization. View and edit your Google Docs. This allows us to read the content of documents you select, apply your find and replace rules, and save the changes. Create files in Google Drive. When you choose to save edited documents as copies, we need permission to create those new files in your drive. I'm going to go ahead, select all permissions, and click Continue. These are the minimum permissions needed for bulk editing. We don't request access to your Gmail, calendar, or any other Google services. Note that you will only need to go through this connection process the first time you set up your account and until such time as you decide to disconnect your account from our application. After connecting, you'll see step 1 of our wizard. Here you can browse your Google Drive folders and select the documents you want to edit. You have complete control over which documents MassEdit can access. We only read documents that you explicitly select, nothing else. Select individual files or entire folders. The interface shows you exactly how many documents you've chosen. I've prepared an example. In a folder called Exits, I'm going to click this caret, which brings me to a list of folders in that folder, and I'm going to select the test Google Docs. There are 11 documents here, and the software will go through and count how many documents are selected. Let me show you what these documents look like and what we're going to try to do to test to change some things in those documents. These 11 examples here run the gamut from invoices to legal documents. So here is a residential lease agreement, and you can see that it is templated and it has a placeholder for a logo, and the template has first name in hard brackets, last name, and so on. And we're going to try to change some of these using our bulk editing tool so we don't have to open them one at a time to do this manually. Here's an employment agreement with a company name, again the same logo here, which we're going to attempt to replace. And let's see, here's an invoice for a web design. This has a company name placeholder and a logo as well. Let's see if we can edit all of them at the same time using our bulk editing tools by replacing some of these placeholders. Note also that in this particular example, the word invoice is misspelled, and we're going to attempt to correct that too, in case you have a situation where you have hundreds of documents with a spelling error. Back in our application, after I've selected the documents I want to work with, I'm going to go ahead and click Define Rules. In step 2, you define your find and replace rules. Enter the text you want to find and what you want to replace it with. You can add multiple find-replace rules, perfect for updating company names, correcting recurring typos, or standardizing terminology across all your documents. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add another rule and fill it in. For advanced users, we support regular expressions for powerful pattern matching, and you can enable them for find or replace fields by selecting these checkboxes here. You can find text formatted a specific way by clicking the button Format next to the Find text. You can also apply formatting to the text after it's been replaced. Let's apply some default yellow highlighting to the company name after we replace it with Exis LLC. I'm going to click this Format button next to the Replace text, and you can click the Apply next to the highlight. You can choose any color you want. I'm just going to keep the default, which is yellow in this case. You can choose which part of the document each text replacement will be applied to. You can select body, header, or footer for each text replacement. I'm going to leave them all as body, but know that you can select headers, footers if you like, and so on. Very important to note, we have Import and Export to CSV buttons located in the upper right-hand corner of text replacement screen. This is an extremely powerful feature. You can set up all your documents as templates and just run this find replace operation on it to create new set with slightly different values. Like for example, if you just want to change the company name on your template documents, you can do it this way without having to enter all these values manually. Now let's also take a look at how we can replace the image logos in our documents. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down a little bit, and there's an image replacement section, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to say load images from documents. This will load all the images that are in the documents that you selected in step 1 and show them to you graphically. Let's see what that looks like. All of my 10 documents have the same logo in them, but if you had more, there would be more displayed here. I'm going to go ahead and replace this default logo with another image. There are multiple options here. This is a subject for another video, but I'm going to simply go ahead and click the Replace Image button located underneath the image that I want to replace. It's going to ask me to select an image from the internet or choose one from your local hard drive. I'm going to go ahead and say choose file, and I'm going to select image of our logo here, and here we go, and I'm going to click Replace Image. Now I'm going to go ahead and click the Preview and Options button. Step 3 lets you preview your changes before applying them. This dry run shows exactly how many replacements will be made in each document. You can choose to edit documents in place or create copies in a new folder, keeping your originals safe. Review everything before processing. No changes are made until you confirm. Finally, Step 4 executes your replacements. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Processing. Watch the progress in real time as each document is processed. When complete, you will see a summary of all changes made with links to your edited documents in Google Drive. Now, simply click the button Open Output Folder in Google Drive. Let's take a look at some results of what we processed. Here is our employment agreement, where the company was replaced and the highlight of yellow was applied and the logo was also replaced. Here's an invoice. The spelling was corrected. Also, the company name was updated and the logo was also changed. Here's a lease agreement. Also, the logo was changed. The name, the first name that we replaced, was updated to John in all cases, but you can see how easy it would be to also fix all the other remaining templated values like last name, address, and so on. Your privacy is our priority. Here's what you should know. Document content is never stored in our servers. We stream your documents directly from Google, process them in memory, and send changes back to Google. You can disconnect anytime. Go to Settings and click Disconnect Google Account to immediately revoke our access. We don't use your data for advertising or share it with third parties. Your documents are yours alone. That's MassEdit for Google Docs. Bulk editing made simple. Visit MassEdit.app to start your free trial and save hours on your next big editing project. Thanks for watching.